say goodbye to pain, and start with amla. I no longer feel the tingling in my fingertips in the morning. It's like my body has regained some of its lost vitality. My name is Frank. I'm 68 years old, and I used to think that pain was inevitable after retirement. My hands would go numb when I slept, my legs would feel heavy after shopping, and my knees would crack when I got up from the sofa. I kept thinking, this must be a natural part of getting older. Until one day, my wife, a woman who knows a lot about natural tips, showed me a video about 8 fruits that can help stimulate collagen and repair joints. I laughed. Fruit can change the condition of joint pain. But then I thought, it can't hurt to try. Amla, the hidden gem in my freezer. The first fruit mentioned in the video is amla, also known as Indian gooseberry. I had never heard of it before, but after some research and online shopping, I managed to get a bag of frozen amla and a jar of organic amla powder. I started by mixing a spoonful of amla powder into warm water every morning, adding a little lemon and honey. The sour taste was a little unpleasant at first, but after a few days, I got used to it, and I started to notice something strange. The mild swelling in my knuckles was significantly reduced. After just a week, I no longer felt numbness in my hands when I slept. I did some more research and found that amla is extremely rich in vitamin C and antioxidant polyphenols. It not only helps build collagen, but also protects existing collagen from being destroyed. One study even found that amla can reduce knee pain by up to 42% in older adults. Surprisingly, that was true for me. 2 weeks later, I could stand up from a chair without using my arms. A small change, but for me, a miracle. Strawberries, the little red shield that protects my feet. The second variety I tried was strawberries, much easier to find. I started eating a cup of fresh strawberries every morning, sometimes in smoothies or with oatmeal. I had no idea that this sweet fruit was a real warrior against aging. What surprised me was that strawberries not only help build collagen, they also help prevent collagen breakdown. One morning, after 10 days of eating strawberries regularly, I walked down the stairs and realized that my knees were no longer clicking. I stood still for a few seconds, trying to flex my knees. It felt different, lighter, less tense. One study I found said that people with knee arthritis who ate strawberries every day could reduce their pain by up to 37% without making any other changes. It's exactly like me. No extra medication, no overtraining, just a steady diet every morning. The advice from the video that I've stuck with is, eat fresh strawberries, including the green tips. They contain more polyphenols than you might think. Don't eat jam, don't eat the candied ones. Every morning, after a light walk around the yard, I enjoy my bowl of strawberries as part of my ritual, and I feel like my feet are no longer betraying me. Blueberries, nature's gift for flexible feet. The third on the list are blueberries, a fruit that I used to only use for baking. Little did I know that these little purple fruits can improve joint mobility by up to 38% in just 2 weeks. I started adding a handful of wild blueberries to my yogurt every morning, or to a smoothie with chia seeds and protein powder. The result? After just 5 days, I noticed less swelling in my ankles after a long day in the garden. Before, standing there watering the plants for an hour made my legs feel like they were going to fall off. Wild blueberries are rich in anthocyanins, pigments that help protect collagen, which helps repair tissue around joints. I've read that small tears in tendons and ligaments that aren't patched with collagen can build up into chronic pain. Blueberries help kickstart that repair process. Another plus is that blueberries improve circulation, which is especially important for older people like me, when blood doesn't flow as easily as it used to. When blood flows better, nutrients get to the right places, and I feel it most clearly in my calves and knees, especially after walking. Raspberries, tiny, but mighty as medicine. I used to think of raspberries as a fancy dessert snack, but I was wrong. Black raspberries, according to a study in the journal Nutrients, can reduce arthritis by 25% if eaten regularly. I tried buying the frozen organic kind and adding it to my morning smoothie with walnuts. After about 2 weeks, I found that I could squat down to weed the garden without having to push myself up on my hands. It may sound like a small thing, but for someone who has been used to aching knees, it was a big step forward. Raspberries contain manganese, a mineral that helps build collagen and increase circulation to the legs and feet, which are often cold or numb in older people. I eat a small bowl every morning, sometimes with yogurt, a Greek no sugar at night. Surprising fruits that help relieve pain quickly and restore vitality after 60. I will never forget the first time my fingers cramped up, prickling like needles while holding a cup of coffee. I was 63. At the time, I didn't think it was anything serious, but then it happened more often: wrists, knees, lower back. Not just joint pain, but a dull, aching fatigue that lasted, as if every part of my body was resisting every time I tried to move forward. The doctor said, "It's not really arthritis, but it's a sign of aging connective tissue and a lack of natural collagen." My wife laughed, saying I was getting old. But I couldn't laugh when the pain kept me from sleeping, from walking for long periods of time, from gardening like I used to. Until I discovered something that sounded strange but worked. Fruit, yes, not medicine, but fruit, that helped me relieve pain and restore vitality. Here are the fruits that I couldn't believe had changed my life, and I bet you'll be as surprised as I was when you read number 5. 1. Tart cherries. The enemy of joint pain. I never liked tart cherries. They taste quite harsh. But then a friend from Michigan, where they grow a lot of cherries, told me, "Tart cherry juice, that's my secret. Not only is it delicious, but it helps me with pain after gardening." I thought he was joking, but I tried it. After a week of drinking pure tart cherry juice every morning, my knee pain was gone. After 2 weeks, I slept through the night without waking up with pain. I learned that tart cherries contain high amounts of anthocyanins, natural anti-inflammatory agents as powerful as ibuprofen. Not only that, tart cherries also help me recover after every light workout. On days when I go for a longer walk, I only need 1 glass and the next day I won't be sore. 2. Pineapple, the unexpected anti-inflammatory fruit. I always thought pineapple was just a tropical fruit to eat for fun, but after reading a medical study from the Mayo Clinic, I realized that pineapple contains an enzyme called bromelain, which reduces swelling and muscle pain. Since then, I've been eating fresh pineapple every week, a few slices after meals. The most noticeable effect: my old back pain has subsided, especially after doing yard work. I don't even need OTC pain relievers like before. Note: fresh pineapple is best. Don't use canned pineapple, it's too much sugar and loses valuable enzymes. 3. Avocado, not just good for the heart. I started eating avocados because I heard they were good for cholesterol. But what I didn't expect was that after a few weeks of eating half an avocado every morning, I started to feel less pain in my knuckles. The reason? Avocados contain omega-9 fatty acids and natural vitamin E, which help protect cartilage and reduce degeneration. They also help increase the absorption of other antioxidants when eaten with other fruits and vegetables. Now, my favorite dish is an avocado salad with a little lemon juice, chia seeds, and a few orange slices. It's delicious and helps ease your joints. 4. Blueberries, antioxidants for the brain and muscles. A few years ago, I found myself forgetting things, having slow reflexes, and getting tired easily after walking. A doctor recommended adding blueberries to my diet. I wasn't convinced until I started eating 1/2 cup every morning. The effect: I felt more alert. Muscle soreness after light exercise is also reduced. Blueberries are extremely high in flavonoids, which help fight inflammation, protect nerves, and speed up muscle recovery. Tip: I freeze blueberries and eat them like ice cream, cool, delicious, and healthy. 5. Papaya, digestive aid and aches and pains. If you've ever suffered from bloating, constipation, or mild abdominal pain with back pain, papaya can be a lifesaver. I used to get a dull ache in my lower back after dinner. A Hawaiian friend said, "Eat papaya every afternoon." Trust me, I tried it and was surprised to see that my digestive system worked better. No more bloating, and my back pain was noticeably better. Papaya contains the enzyme papain, which helps digest protein, reducing pressure on internal organs. This is important after age 60, when our bodies no longer process food as quickly as before. 6. Figs, muscle recovery and cramp relief. Did you know that potassium and magnesium deficiencies can cause nighttime cramps or muscle aches? I suffer from them all the time. And figs, the fruit I only ever saw in baked goods, are the answer. Dried or fresh figs are high in potassium, magnesium, calcium and fiber, which help balance electrolytes and improve circulation. I eat 3 figs every night, and I no longer have any leg cramps that night. _ 7. Blood oranges boost vitality and reduce stress. I discovered blood oranges at my local farmer's market. Their deep red color looks like real blood. The seller said to me, "You're old. Eating this will help you get well quickly." I laughed, but bought it to try. It was true. Blood oranges are rich in vitamin C, anthocyanin and folate, which help increase collagen production, support the nervous system, and reduce stress. I ate a blood orange every morning during a stressful week of home renovations, and felt less pain in my neck and shoulders, slept better, and most importantly, my spirit was much brighter. _ 8. Blackberries, the silent anti-inflammatory warrior. When I started hiking again after turning 65, I often had deep muscle pain the next morning. An elderly yoga instructor showed me how to use a smoothie with blackberries. I tried making a blackberry plus banana plus flaxseed smoothie and drank it right after each walk. The result? My thigh pain was almost gone, and I recovered twice as fast. Blackberries are a powerful anti-inflammatory and high in vitamin K, extremely good for the elderly. Rejuvenating skin, joints and spirit, the last gifts from nature. _ I used to think that after 60, all that came to me was slowing down, aching and counting the days. But it turns out, nature still holds out for us the last gifts, delicate, gentle and surprisingly strong. They not only help me get up every morning with my knees no longer creaking, but also make me smile when I look in the mirror, because at least I don't see a tired old man in it. We've talked about berries, citrus, pineapple. But there are a few more fruits, not so prominent in the supermarket, but for me, they are secret companions in the journey to regain vitality after 60. _ 6. Kiwi, the heart of the skin and digestive system. I remember the first time I ate kiwi was at a friend's house from New Zealand. He gave me a brown hairy fruit. I thought it was a potato, but when you cut it open, oh my gosh, the green flesh is sparkling, like a precious gem. The sweet and sour taste is like nothing I've ever eaten. Kiwi contains twice as much vitamin C as oranges, and it's a powerful catalyst for the body to produce collagen. But what makes me stick with it is the soluble fiber and the enzyme actinitin, which makes my stomach smile after every meal, especially when I had to take blood pressure and diabetes medication. Kiwi not only helps the skin become more elastic, but also supports the digestive system to function smoothly, the most valuable thing when you enter the age when everything starts to go wrong. _ 7. Avocado, good fat for joints and brain. No one expected that something that was once criticized for being high in fat like avocado would become a silent savior for my skin and joints. I started eating avocado every morning, a slice of toast spread with butter, sprinkled with some flax seeds. It started out as a way to lower cholesterol, but after a few weeks, I noticed less pain in my knees, less dry skin, and better memory. One day, I told a story from 30 years ago as if it had just happened. Avocados contain vitamin E, monounsaturated fats, and carotenoids, all of which help fight inflammation, nourish the skin, and protect nerve cells. I'm no longer afraid of the word fat. I just choose the right kind, and avocados are my beautiful fat. _ 8. Papaya, a gentle gift for total rejuvenation. Papaya is not a strange fruit to Americans, but not many people know that papaya contains an enzyme called papain, which is extremely powerful in breaking down proteins, aiding digestion, reducing inflammation, and increasing nutrient absorption. When my skin started sagging and my knuckles were so stiff in the morning that I couldn't tie my shoelaces, a friend suggested I try eating ripe papaya every day. In less than a month, I feel like I've been unwrapped from the inside, softer, more flexible, less inflamed. And don't forget, papaya contains vitamins C, E, and a host of antioxidants. It's not only good for joints and skin, but also helps the body fight the rust of old age. _ Final words. Collagen is not just about beauty, it's about healthy living. When you're young, collagen is something you never think about. But after 60, You feel its lack with every creaking joint, every new wrinkle, every night of sleepless nights due to pain and fatigue. I don't use Botox. I don't use expensive drugs. I just go back to nature, listen to my body, and try each of those little gifts, fruits that seem familiar. And today, when I step out into the garden, take a deep breath, stretch without back pain, I know I'm truly living, not just existing. Summary of the list of 8 fruits that help increase collagen and restore vitality after age 60. 1. Strawberries, increase collagen production. Antioxidants. 2. Citrus, high vitamin C, brightens skin. 3. Pomegranate, restores connective tissue, anti-inflammatory. 4. Pineapple, bromelain enzyme, anti-inflammatory, digestive. 5. Blueberries, protect existing collagen, anti-aging. 6. Kiwi, stimulates collagen, aids digestion. 7. Avocado, skin care, anti-inflammatory, good for joints. 8. Papaya, papain enzyme, comprehensive rejuvenation. Conclusion. Old age is not the end. It is a chapter you write with understanding, care, and love for your own body.